Hi, this is the second reading that I'm posting on YouTube. And the question for today is going to be, what do you need to work on right now? So I'll shuffle live as usual and let's see what we get. What does this person need to work on right now? What does this person need to work on right now? Okay, so the overall energy of the spread is the Five of Swords. And in this card, you can see that there's someone above and someone below. This is also repeating itself here and here. And I will get into how that ties into hierarchies and everything because of the Hierophant. But overall energy is this, which is not not great, because it looks like someone here is exploiting this person over here by taking from them something that is valuable to them, maybe exploiting them in some way that is unfair and causing chaos. I'm not sure if this is a workplace situation. It could be work related, it could be your family, it could be a relationship. It doesn't look to me to be a romantic relationship, so this could be family or work. So we're starting with Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is again that higher and lower. This person, his wand is above these ones at the bottom. And what he's doing is he's working very hard to maintain that position. This person fights for what they believe in. They set boundaries so that people don't drag them down. Seven of Wands. This is Mars in Leo. Mars has to do with action, masculine principle, sometimes aggression, war, fire. So maybe you are in a situation at work, because this is the Page of Coins. You might be in a new position at work or starting a new job where you have to maintain boundaries with people and stand up for yourself in situations that are uncomfortable for you, or you feel like you're not being compensated for the work that you're doing. Page of Coins is good. That means you are currently learning something new. You've started a new job, something that is tangible, physical. You have results of the work that you've been putting in. You should be curious about everything around you. Page of Coins. And pages are beginnings, manifested beginnings, which is good for you financially. But there is this element of having to fight for your position or fight for your rights as a person. Then we have the Four of Coins, which is associated with Sun in Capricorn. Now, this person is holding their coins very close to them. So they're protecting themselves, they're protecting their resources. Coins have to do with money, the body, any sort of resource that is physical. And four has to do with stability. So you've reached a point where you have some sort of stability financially or physically, and you are trying to protect that, or you have a need for saving money or being practical with how much energy you expend. That could be money or physical. And you might have, maybe there's someone advising you on what you need to do, or you could benefit from following someone who walks a traditional path. The Hierophant is the traditional way of doing things, something that's already established. It could be something religious, it could be someone who's a mentor. So whatever this already established path is, you would benefit from following that instead of trying to do things in a way that is maybe taking shortcuts or, whatever else that you might be thinking of doing. Either way, it's something that takes time. So whatever you are trying to do with your finances, it's going to take time. That process is already laid out for you. And by that, I mean it's something that's socially acceptable, something that has been advised to you by a boss or a mentor, or a timeline that has already been given to you based on an already established set of rules. So if you are following that, then you're doing the right thing. You just might be in a position where you're having to be a little bit frugal with your money, but that means you're on the right path, basically, because you are following an established path by going through this period in your life. So don't worry about it. Just be aware that it's something that takes time, and that you should not pressure yourself to figure things out without help. There could be people who would advise you, support you, give you help based on their own wisdom and experience, which is what the Hierophant is supposed to do. Guide you correctly on how to expand your horizons in the physical realm. Okay, now we're at Six of Wands. This is good. This is Jupiter in Leo. Jupiter is expansion, growth of something, fame, popularity. Six of Wands means that you are again being looked up to. People can see the achievements that you've made. They look up to you, they praise you. You have succeeded at doing something that you were very determined to do, something that you were really passionate about. And you are like in this exalted position where people are now in awe or impressed by your capabilities and your presence. So this is really good. And Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is about clarity. It's about the truth. So perhaps your position, exalted position here, is supposed to give you clarity. When you're above everybody else, looking down and looking back at your life, you should come to a point of understanding and gain some clarity on what you're supposed to be doing with your life. This is actually really nice to see, because this is the sword that was taken from you by this person or thing or whatever it was that took something from you. Maybe it was your sense of confidence or anything. This is air, the element of air. So anything to do with the mind. It's a particularly difficult suit because things to do with the mind can often be very dark. So the fact that you have the ace here and the 5, I feel like it's redemption. It's redemption that you have the sword. This cuts through illusions. A sword is information, reality, truth. That truth could be literally the fact that you are someone who is worthy of praise, someone who's worthy of respect, someone who has overcome exploitation, difficulty, and you have now gotten this sword, which is power. A sword is a very clear symbol of power. You choose when to use it, how to use it. It could be your words, it could be a thought, an idea. And in this situation, it looks like it's the realization that you have power. And that realization is something that is extremely motivational, and it's causing you to have momentum. Use your air element to defend yourself in a situation that would potentially be chaotic, like something like this. You are now in a position where you're exalted and you can defend yourself because you recognize that you have power. It's just something that is kind of an uphill feeling, like an uphill battle, because you do have to maintain that position by setting boundaries and fighting for what you believe is right. But that is good. That's good. That trains your muscles, not like your physical muscles, but it trains you to keep going. And you should have this reflex in you to protect yourself, to defend your stance and stand up for what you believe in, because you believe that you are right. You're on the right path. You're doing something righteous. And you could be doing what is in your best interest in a way that is not selfish per se, but selfish in a good way. You're not harming anyone. If you are not harming anyone else, then it's good to be selfish. Ace of Swords. You have the sword. Good for you. Good for you. I switched them around. Don't put pressure on yourself. Be careful with overspending or, using too much of your energy. You can lay low a little bit, rest whenever you need to. You don't have to have everything now. You're following a path. You're already on the path. So it might help you to get some advice from people who have done what you have done, and they can maybe direct you in the right direction, or they could help you to avoid certain things. Yeah, that's the reading. I hope it helped. Bye.